Hello everybody. Here's music. There's in theory game sounds. Now there's game sounds. Right. Okay, somehow this game now seems... mind-bogglingly loud. This is better, I think. Right, yeah, today is probably the day where we will be doing... that's still growing. That's ready to harvest. Yeah. So there's still one more field to be harvested. Today might be the day where we actually finish up, or no, not finish up, but get the dairy started. Right, I want... Nope, okay. Reset that. Put it there. Turn that on. Move that two things over, and off we go. Yeah, I had almost forgotten that there's one more field. I say almost forgotten, I had completely forgotten last time. I think midfield is one over here, this one. And yeah, for now I removed the autoload trailer, but instead, as you can see over there, right on top of the music, the music will be probably on top of that later, I have installed the mod that allows to display the durability of the attachments. Which the game, for whatever reason, still doesn't show. I think in theory it should be the selected part of the machine that is showing, but I don't think that's actually working. And yeah, did I say I sold the autoload trailer for 18k or so and disabled the mod? Yes. No need to load that mod if you can't use it. Sure, it can still auto-load the blisters for liquid fertilizer and herbicide, but At some point I might actually look into the mod. Since it isn't even officially on the mod hub thing, I'm not surprised it's not very good. There is no proper update mechanic behind it. Just downloaded it from GitHub somewhere. There was actually some mod update, which I already forgot. Oh no, the Roland trailer, the big blue trailer, that's part of a mod pack. That pack had an update, although without version history, so I don't know what they changed. And apparently having that many fields with canola kinda works. Yes, we have now at the moment already 32,000. And it's gonna be, I don't know, 15 or so more. Always hard to estimate. I don't know, probably not 15, because we are more like 12. Because we are about halfway done with the field, and the combine is only filled to 65%, so... to 13,000. That reminds me, do we have any proper animal trailers? Oh yeah, there's the Roland 10 cow. Oh yeah, true. They released the Fliegel one with the last patch. So there's now actually an animal trailer. You can use without having something with a fifth wheel. Or a dolly, for that matter. Let's see, and it's costing 25k. I mean, you need to... Oh no, it's 5 and 6 cows. On the right, that's sheep. So you kind of need to shuttle a lot of cows with it to make back the money you save. Ah. Well. That was a fuck up and a half. Again. How good. It stopped. I don't know what it's called. Tiny hail. I mean, might be it's called hail in English, but we call it something else, especially when it's mixed with a little bit of rain too. And now it's raining, which is absolutely great because the ground is completely frozen still. So much fun tomorrow driving. Was kinda okay when I drove home earlier, because there was still some salt on the roads. But that has now all washed off. And I do believe there's frost to be predicted for tonight. I know it's getting warmer, but it's gonna rain all night. And all day more tomorrow. And then starts snowing at around 5. So right when I have to drive home. So yeah, I mean, as long as it's actually getting to 5 degrees tonight, I'm fine with that. Because that means even if it starts to get icy right now, probably won't be any more tomorrow. At least that's what I hope. That is what I hope. And maybe the snow will hold back until after 5. Like 5:30 I would be fine. Because then I'm at home ideally. There was more stuff in this field than I expected. It's gonna be closer to 16,000 than 12,000. Nice. Because in this case, more is always better. Combine off. Combine unload. And let's park might as well put it over here right now. Oh, almost 16,000 from just that one field. Very nice. Right, let's dump that. Brings the total up to 47k. Nice. Right, let's decouple that trailer. And let's start collecting the first bunch of straw. Hey, Abanapa. Yeah, going quite alright. Thank you. How about you? Okay, let's quickly pick up the headlands, because those are annoying to do with the baler, because you might drop bales on the headlands. Wait, didn't I do a headland on here? Because of the map? No, but that's always good. Yeah, I still have to do tomorrow. And then I'm off work for a week. So, okay, this loader wagon appears to be pretty big. Very good. I had hoped as much. Also expensive, you know. How did the snow situation turn out for you? As I seem to recall, you had some... You said there was some snow coming down. Ah, knock on wood and all that. Apparently this trailer holds 35,000 liters. Now gets parked here, for now. It's heavy. Yeah, sir. For me, I would know that the week between Christmas and New Year's usually. Yeah, people are just too. I want. Make me them large bales, please. Turn on automatic drop. There you go. Yeah, some people are just too easy to predict, especially when it comes to this kind of thing. So I hope this baler makes a sound when the bale is full. Oh, right. Oh god, I forgot about this. Meep, 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 meep. I mean, it's nice that it actually tells you that it's full. Well, that's a case of... yeah, it could start warning you about 5% before it's too late. You know, basically make 5 beeps. Oh, really? I kind of had expected the Swedes to be, you know, prepared for snow, for like winter. And that is gonna hit a lot of people real hard. With what probably a lot of people now not able to do their Christmas visits. Oh, it isn't the winter, it's the it's the fucking pandemic. Oh, great. Yeah, woe to those who actually need to drive, huh? I mean, need to drive, and not just want to drive to visit family. Yeah, but that's basically what I expect here too. Once Omicron takes hold properly, I'm expecting a lot of shit happening here too. And yeah, sure, it might be that it's a less aggressive variant in terms of symptoms. And that doesn't help if half the population is is homesick. Yeah, it's hard. Especially if it's some kind of fixing machinery. It's kind of hard to doing that from home. Yeah. Uh-oh. Cotton can be quite expensive. Oof. Oh, ouch. Yeah, cotton is expensive, but you kinda need to get it home. Ah, boy, that hurts. Oof. Yeah, that hurts doubly. Right, now to pick up the straw on the large field. Right, quickly check that it... Yeah, okay. Yeah, with the large bales here, there isn't even that many bales. That's quite nice. Yeah, that's a relatively new mod map, right? I haven't looked at it yet. Lots of large fields, I imagine. Oh, no fields. Interesting. So you have to, I mean, you have to put in all the work yourself, but that's... See, and now I wonder how well the automatic worker thing works on modded maps. Because I kinda imagine that whoever has made the map had to put in all the waypoints for the worker to, well, work. Or they just don't work. Like, properly. I mean, the fields should be no problem, but the drive from A to B. Because holy shit, is that a lot of work. It's an interesting prospect. But I'm already at the point where I have to be careful. I can't, to be honest, can't play any FS outside of what I stream. Because I already can feel how the burnout is creeping in. And in a way it makes me sad, but on the other hand it's good to know that it's... I mean, I know about my situation, how I burn out on games and whatnot. And I already know the situation and know how it feels when it's about to happen, you know? And for some games it happens super fast. And for some games it's quite alright to keep going. for a bit. For example, the farmstead. I currently have go away 65 hours so far. Yeah, I imagine so, because you have to make every field yourself, so you have to plow for hours before you can even put anything in the ground first. And yeah, I know, 65 hours is absolutely rookie numbers. But that's actually quite a lot for me. There's a few games I have played that much. I mean, let's be honest, the only game in many years I actually completely finished from start to finish in more or less one go was Red Dead Redemption 2. Was the first game in, well, I don't know how many years. Many years. And that took me about, I don't know, 90 hours or so. Hard to tell now because I tried some of the multiplayer afterwards with my buddy. But yeah, Red Dead Online isn't that great, sadly. The entire clan or gang mechanics in that is lacking, let's put it mildly. Could be so much more, but isn't. Also, you barely finished the tutorial, huh? Ah, come on. I mean, 300 hours is already quite a lot. Can I somehow get the... I could have sworn they said you can now empty the balers, but... How? And it would make sense, because why would I want such a stupid miniature bale now in my baler? Which one? This way around. Right, let's go and collect all them round bales. I'm actually really happy that it stacks them in threes. Because that makes such a big difference compared to the way the round baler in FS19 and 17 for that matter. Because it was just a single row, and when it's full, it's full. Yeah, I mean, I'm right now in game, so it's hard to see the other games. But I believe my most played game is around somewhere in the 200-hour region. Hey, how are you? How's it going, good sir? Right, did I get all the bales? Yes. Yeah, doing quite alright, thank you very much. Traffic. Just one day to go, and then a week off. Right, this isn't exactly the most usable mulcher, but let's mulch the shit out of these fields. And it's hard to use because it leaves a little triangle in the middle. Which is annoying as fuck. Because if you want to try and keep some of the grass right next to the field intact, you have to lift it up early and then put it down again. Or accept the fact that there's a piece not mulched, but can't have that. Oops. But I should probably go and get the other mulcher, because well, the other one is way more usable. Let's see. Oh, no, that was. That was wrong. Windows key and C opens the screenshot thingy. I'm not sure how much is picking up, but if you can hear a somewhat distinct rumble, there's a tractor parade going on here. And all the local farmers have decorated their tractors with Christmas decoration lights. Yeah, and honking is going on. And now the fucking giant machines cruise through here. And they were supposed to be around 6. I would have enjoyed to watch that, but now it's 8:30, and they just came through here. I would have been willing to push the stream out for like 15 or 20 minutes. But not 1 hour or 1.5. I've been doing that every year, and it's quite a spectacle, to be to be frank. Because apparently some of the farmers around here don't know what to do with their money, and drive 900 series Fendt and all that snazzy shit. And 10 series. There might be some 11 series, the track ones, but I'm not sure. Because tractors are somewhat rare around here, at least from what I know. And it's usually not needed around here. It's just sand. And the ground is completely fucked already, because some years back a biogas plant opened up around here. And now basically every farmer does nothing but corn for silage. And that on every field each year. There's basically no crop rotation whatsoever anymore. And it's not exactly that the ground was that great in the beginning. It's just really, it's just sand. It's darkish sand, but you have to irrigate everything here around here. Although I don't think you have to irrigate potatoes, at least not that much. But corn, the corn has to be irrigated like hell. Which in a drought is obviously pretty bad. And it's the 3rd year of a drought. So yeah. Summer 2020, the neighboring town, village, I'm not sure where the cut-off point in English is basically, had their local well fall dry. And everything is interconnected, so they could just get the water from here, but this year it wasn't as bad, because we actually had some rain, but yeah, not nearly enough. I think you can expect the Windows device disconnected sound soon. My Stream Deck has already started flickering, and that usually is an indication for it's about to shut down again and will restart. Ideally it will just catch itself and come back. So you will hear the disconnect sound and then the reconnect sound. But sometimes it completely shits the bed and keeps restarting itself. And with that it does keep reconnecting itself and disconnecting. So you have to constant plim 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 plim. Yeah, and I think I will have to contact their support. If that's a case of warranty or if that's just basically normal behavior and I'm just shit out of luck. And I mean, I like it. It's a cool thing. It's completely overkill for what I do, but it is quite powerful. Some idiot parked the combine in the middle of the field here. Huh. Might turn out to be in the way. I mean, I know it will be in the way, but it's quite obvious it's standing in the field where I'm currently mulching. Right, where is the next line? How much? Oh no, that's too much overlap. I don't want to do that. I mean, I know the grass will grow back, but it's the principle of it. The principle of it. Oh, oops. Yeah, I don't think I had that happen to me yet. Although the machines appear to be having a semi-dynamic fuel consumption. So if they have to work hard, they actually use more fuel. Which would make sense. I mean, that's how this kind of thing works. There we go. Ah. Yeah, I have mine on the default setting, which is medium, I think. Oh no, my weight is now at what? The front weight? I can't read it. %? Still think it's stupid that weights have condition and can be repaired. I mean, what the fuck is it going to? Is it now only 30% the weight of it originally? Wait, isn't there already one in vanilla? I think there's one in miscellaneous. Yeah. The Thunder is a mobile fuel tank. Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never bothered with cars in this game. Because everything you can pull with the car, you can pull with your tractor too. Oh god. I mean, is the Thunder Creek expensive? 30k. Yeah. Not exactly cheap. Right, I might move the combine out of the way now. Just to have it, well, out of the way. There you go. Because the last pass, it was definitely in the way. Right, now shift the line over. There you go. So that only a little bit of the grasses gets getting you stride. I think a little bit, one over to the left. Right, now to these fields. Oh, and then there's still the giant one on the other end or other side of the road. I mean, I say giant, it's not exactly giant, but compared to the others here, it's quite large. It's a big boy. Well, that means less lifting of the implement, more driving. Okay, now headland here. There we go. Vroom. But I'm still unsure which field will be turned into grass. I'm thinking the 40. I mean, 42 will be turned into grass, and then there will be the cow sheds down here. And then probably the hayloft over here. Because there is some distinct flat land down here next to the road. Might be good to have that in reserve, so to say. I mean, same for this field, really. But the most flat ground is definitely that field over there. And at least the medium cow shed would fit twice. Which is what's probably gonna happen. Still have to see how large the large shed is. And I'm not sure if I actually want the large shed. I mean, it comes with its own automatic feed robot, which is cool. But I'm not 100% sure it can actually do just hay, or if it has to be TMR. Because just hay is what this entire thing will start off. Although I might actually make a couple of silage bales with. Mostly because I can. Because with that in mind is why I got that baler. Because it has the integrated silage bale wrapper thing. Although it doesn't have the digestate thing. No, not the chemical thingy-bob. To get more silage out of it. Although, to be honest, I'm not exactly sure how the game manages that internally anyway. If that will even work with the bales. Because you don't lose volume in the bale, not that I know of yet, at least. Or gain any, for that matter. Because that would be weird. And it wouldn't, I mean, it doesn't make sense for a silage pit either, but for a silage pit it would be easier to just magic in more silage. It's harder to track. A bale, you know, there's 11,000 liters in there. Although for the bales it might just be that it ferments faster? I don't know. Half the line, that's a lot. Let's continue here. All I know, it is a thing, so. Oop. Right, now I want to know. Can I... What's... Ooh. That's a disc harrow, isn't it? Yeah. It's only 5 meters. It's that one. I mean, 5 meters, 6 meters. How much power has the tractor? 313. I think I have looked at this before. Yeah, because the Kins one would be way too much for the tractor. So yeah, 45 for the 6 meter one, or used, and only 18. Holy shit, that's a lot of savings. Yeah, fuck it. I want this carro anyway. Right, so, but, okay, so that didn't work. Not as I had expected. This one, okay, yeah, it doesn't have the tank. And that's the only one that... Yeah. Oh no, the class one does too. But it doesn't look like that has the chemical tank thing either. I know the forage wagons do. Yeah. Because this one I have, and that has the silage additive thing. Eh. The forest harvester, the forage harvesters already have it too. I mean, yeah, it kind of makes sense, because if you don't use the forage... Although I'm not exactly sure how the forage wagon then... I mean, yeah, you can cut the grass and then collect it. And then add the additive. Yeah. So I guess if you use the... basically the mowing attachment for the forage wagon, for forage harvester, then you can probably... I know they don't leave stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's you can't bale corn, right? I was thinking about the because I know my forage wagon has the option to... I mean, I have the thing installed, so that's obviously for when you may want to put grass in the silage clamp, because you can't obviously can't pick up corn with that. So that's clearly for when you have cut grass and want to turn that into silage in a silage clamp. And I mean, yeah, silage clamp is probably the smarter solution, right? Instead of making bales. Okay, so I'm fine with this overlap here. Because it isn't actually that much. And yeah, for when you want to make corn silage, you obviously have to have it in the harvester, because how else would you get it in? I mean, I guess you could spray it on. $41 and $42. Oh, these two. That is a lot of chaff. You won't need any... Because I kind of imagine that is roughly about the same amount in silage afterwards, right? So that's then, what, 50 bales? 50 silage bales or something? That's gonna last quite a long time if you want to feed cows with it. I mean, even if you cut it in half, then it's still 25 bales. I mean, that's more reasonable, but I wouldn't know where 50% of the stuff would go. It's not like with the silage bales only go to 550. Oh. Well, 5,500. Good to know. I would have tried to make large silage bales. Hey, good to know. Good to know. Yeah, and like I said, I'm still unsure what I want to do with feeding. I'm pretty sure I want to start with just hay, because I already have the equipment for that. I mean, you will always need some hay, even for TMRs. But silage is such a large amount of work if you want to make proper pits and all. I mean, by default, this map usually comes with 2 silage pits, if I'm not completely mistaken, up there. That's why there's these 2 concrete pads up there. Where I'm currently just parking machinery on. And yeah, so then, yeah, 100 bales is... I don't think I have ever fed 100 bales total to cows. Yeah, I mean, I didn't sell mine. Mine are just... I just started with a blank slate. I mean, as you can see, there's no farmhouse yet. Damn it. Yeah, I'm thinking of actually putting at least one of the silage pits back there. Because it's obviously the perfect position for that. But it's still flickering. Let me see. I have to. So once more, the sound for disconnect. Doodle-dum. Okay, stop flickering. That's good. Just a quick check. Actually still does what it's supposed to do. Oh yeah, the silage pits were bugged. Oh yeah, true. Almost had forgotten that. Okay. I just now wondered, is there actually contracts for baling, cultivating? No. No one has mulching as contract. Not that I actually had any time for doing any contracts at the moment, but right, so any chance it fits here now? No, not at all. Okay, I expected that. Okay, that's this side of the road done. Quickly pop over here. Ah, crap, you know what I forgot to do? Forgot to ask what the plan for Saturday is. If it's the afternoon tea or the dinner. So I can't even tell you what when the next stream will be. And yes, I'm actually always that shit. I mean, once you've gotten to know me, you know, you don't expect anything time or date related from me, like whatsoever. I mean, you can get lucky when I actually started the stream when it's supposed to do. If I actually have to reactivate repopulate the schedule thing down below. Completely forgot that. Had kicked that out when I had my stream break. I mean, even before the stream break, I hadn't repopulated it. Still had the Red Dead Redemption stuff in. So, and that is finished since... I think I started that around Easter. So that's finished for quite a while, and I never changed the, the schedule. Schedule. I mean, at least the streaming dates I have roughly down. Most of the time I actually remember the day off. And in 99% of the time I actually go live when it's supposed to. And so yeah, my regular schedule is Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, where Tuesday and Thursday is 18:30, and on Saturdays it's 13:30, and then not exactly open end, but kinda open end. That joke. Yeah, I mean it's enjoyable. It can be very draining. On some days I start the stream and kinda want to end the stream already. But yeah, like I said before, many times, I would not want to be a full-time streamer. I don't think. Because, yeah, sure, you can play video games for a living. But on the other hand, you have to play video games for a living. And I don't know. Playing video games is still my relax time, switching off the brain. Not so much when streaming, obviously, because I still at least try to keep talking and to be at least somewhat entertaining. Not exactly the best streaming content right here, but it's a farming game. You go up and down on fields. What you expect? You tuned in, you knew what you were going into. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can do that with streaming too. I mean, I have done that for like half a year because, holy shit, was I in a bad place mental state wise. So I just didn't stream. I mean, I didn't actually play any games for like half a year, like at all. And if that would have been my job, I mean, I can't. Sure, if you're a large streamer, you may be able to just don't stream for a month. Because you're filthy rich already. But for a small streamer that just about makes ends meet with streaming, I mean, it's just like probably just like any other self-employment thing too. You can't take a day off, let alone a week. But to be honest, some streamers you can definitely feel that they are just doing it because they have to, because it's their job. And the streams are not enjoyable. Definitely not. At least not for me. When I can feel that the streamer is bored as fuck by whatever he's doing. Then I sure as hell won't hang out with him. Not even as white noise. I don't know, there's a lot of people having streams on just as white noise, and I don't mind. If you think I'm entertaining enough to have me on as white noise, just as to have some sounds in the background. I'm perfectly fine with that. No, don't, no, not helper. The helper apparently has decided that it's dark enough now to turn on all the lights. Okay? No, but lurker's gotta lurk. And there's nothing wrong with that. I do lurk myself from time to time. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I think that probably most viewership on Twitch is happening as a lurk. How I know? Oh, easy. After each stream I get a average viewership number. And the averages are somewhere between 2.5 and 6. And I know that that's not the amount of people in chat. So there must be always some lurkers. And that's, like I said, perfectly fine. So, if you're a lurker, hello! Welcome, and glad you enjoy it here. Yeah, same here. It's I mean, I tend to be more active in the streams I hang out with, because I hang out a lot of streams of people I am friends with. So it's it's just talking with friends, you know? But especially in a new stream, well, when I happen to catch somebody new I haven't watched before, I will definitely test the waters first and see what's going on, how they behave, how the streamer is reacting, what the streamer is doing, what the chat is doing, how the chat is interacting with the streamer, if at all. And if I decide that I like the streamer, then I will say something in chat. Well, if I decide I'm feeling comfortable enough to come out of my cocoon, I guess. Because yeah, it's maybe hard to imagine, but yeah, I am quite the introvert. If I don't have to, I tend to avoid communication at all. So, should anybody see me in chat, can can rest assured, you have made it so that I felt comfortable enough to, well, kind of open my mouth. It's not exactly opening the mouth, but you catch the drift. Right, quick service. Yeah, and I will not repaint the bloody tractor. I don't care for the fucking paint condition. Don't get me wrong, I like that there's a thing that the paint is separate from the machinery status, so to say. I think that is a good thing. But repainting is so prohibitively expensive. Yeah, exactly. It's just, why would I invest 70k to repaint this? And to be honest, on the tractors, I haven't even, whoa, I haven't even really noticed any major deteriorate, less good paint. I think on the tractors it's supposed to fade a bit. Yeah, so I mean this thing to repaint is 3,000. To repaint a tractor would be 48. It's just a medium tractor, so yeah, it's a little bit cheaper. And I find it interesting that you can't repaint at your local shop. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Repainting a tractor is no easy feat. Although stuff like this this Caro, I mean, Rattle Can would definitely do it. Yeah. 3k repainting that? No, I don't want to. Why is the back not in the leftmost corner? Right, time to disc the shit out of this. And why disking, you might ask? No stones. Hold on. How many lanes do I jump? Too far. 2. Okay. Thing is, I could use the McCormick to do the disking too. But I think I will... Hold on, wait. What, can I plant anything? No. That's a mute point anyway. I was about to say I could start it right now on the New Holland, then hook up the McCormick and use the New Holland for the seeder, but I can't plant anything right now, so... Now you have come so far now, hey? That you need to start anew. Yeah, I mean, I still have to... I haven't seen... I mean, I have played some on Elm Creek. Still have to look at... still look at... what's it called? Elmgrad? The one that came out as an expansion in 19? I never played it on my in 19. And yeah, I made quite a few mistakes in the early beginnings too. Early beginnings. Wow. I word good. The thing is, I have started my single-player campaign, my off-screen campaign basically. This one. Those are both on the France map. Then I have the multiplayer thing on Elm Creek. And I had a little multiplayer thing on this map too with a friend of mine. So I have done the starting thing quite a few times. Yeah, and I didn't even buy the extension pack because in 19, because it didn't feel like what I was looking for. I mean, the map might be mind-bogglingly beautiful. I don't know. But from what I understand, it's mostly relatively small fields. And to be honest, I like to drive the large machinery, which is completely overkill for the tiny fields that so many maps have. I mean, you have made so much money that you can buy the large the largest combine, but you drive once over the field and the field is harvested. So and yeah, I think Elm Creek. I mean, I had 2 sessions single player on that. But yeah, it's a nice large map. The field layout is, well, it's very American. But nice large fields. Yeah, exactly. That was on what was the US map called in 19? Ravenport. The fields felt so small there, even though it were somewhat large fields, and you could combine some of the fields quite nicely. Like the one on top of the mountain, that was quite nice. And what I like in 22, that you are, when you use the start where you don't have anything. Yeah, crap. Okay. You actually don't have anything, so you can start wherever you want. Which I somewhat disliked in 19, that you were always forced into the same location with the same small fields, because you always owned a little area by default. I mean, sure, you could sell it, but and start somewhere else. But that was the spawn point too. So yeah. I mean, I did it here too. But I wasn't forced to, so to say. I mean, if you're looking into thinking about No Man's Land, have a look at it. See if it is made well. You know, no Z fighting, because that was what turned me down on some of the community maps. That in some places they had massive Z fighting in the textures. And that's just, oh. And then go for that. I mean, if you're having basically taken all the financial assets over, I mean, it's still a lot of work getting a go then. If it's really no fields at all and you have to make everything. And it's a lot of stone picking in the beginning too. Although that was basically on the Giants maps too, because they obviously fucked up something. And have now tuned it down a bit. Words. Felt a bit like, yeah, you like stones? Yes, stones! All the stones! I do believe there's basically no stones. No stones have cropped up yet. And the disc shouldn't put any stones up. Anyway, so... Hey, Meep. And see, funnily enough, that is not against the TOS if the state you are in allows it. If your the state you live in has legal weed, you are technically allowed to smoke weed on stream. Almost done. Almost Christmas behind you. And I expect tomorrow will be hell. I mean, I don't expect to... the other days would have been child's play, but... I mean, I had to go to the shops once on Christmas Eve. And holy shit, am I never gonna do that again. I'd rather starve than go out to the shops on Christmas Eve. Yeah, same here, but it's not a holiday, so I still have to work tomorrow. But the supermarkets are absolutely catastrophe, even if it's just... I mean, it isn't even just... blah, blah. Technically just one day where they can't go shopping. Because tomorrow they can go to the stores. And on Saturday they can't, which they could otherwise if it weren't Christmas. And Sundays the stores are closed anyway. But it's gonna be hell. Very good, how are you? Very good. Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, see, in Germany, it's technically just a normal work day. Many employers and usually most of the shops end the day around noon, and the shops at 1400. No, 1600. Thank you for the health check. But it's entirely up to the employer. Oh, nice. That's good. I mean, technically, New Year's Eve, nothing is going to happen here. Because officially we are... I mean, fireworks you can usually only get between Christmas and New Year's. Well, New Year's Eve. I think even only on 28th and 29th, and well, I think the earliest on 28th, I think. But because of Corona, they had already not allowed the sale of fireworks last year, and if I understood it correctly, they didn't allow it for this year too. Which is going to be nice, because it's going to be nice and quiet around here. That looks like... What was I want to say? That looks like if you hit enter too early, then the sentence doesn't make much sense. And I think there's even restrictions on how many people can meet. I think there's a maximum of 10 people allowed for New Year's Eve this year. I'm not sure why there's still 10 people allowed, but yeah. Oh, I had a worker. I was about to say, what and why are things happening that I'm not sure about happening? What? Man, sleep deprivation makes the head mushy. Can't tell you that for free. Ah. I think there was... I heard a story of some... Oh, good. Yeah, and although I think if you weren't that short-staffed, he would probably wouldn't have to come back after Christmas, right? Because that's what would happen if it was would have been my employee. I mean, if he's asking, fine. I would have probably told him no. But already having train tickets booked? That's a bold move. Or a stupid move, depending. I mean, if you don't want to work there anymore, sure, then pull that move. Then it's a really good move. Because I'm pretty sure, even though we have quite good employee protection laws here in Germany, that's... Oop, forgot to put the thing down. Even in Germany, that is quite a good way to get fired. And yeah, I mean, it's... I wouldn't mind as an employer if my employee asked me if they can take a day off on Christmas, even if it's on short notice. I would tell them no, because how the fuck are you to get any replacements on that short notice? But yeah, that's yeah, and I'm sure all the colleagues are probably really happy about him. No, neither would I be. I mean, you probably still will need some kind of work letter. I can't even remember what the fuck it's called in German, let alone in English. References. I think that's the word I'm looking for. That's it. Thank you. Unless you already had the new job. But yeah, and 2 weeks notice, that's unheard of here in Germany. When you're on probation, yeah, sure, you can let go the next day. But if you have worked for a company for some years, then it's for... I have worked in a company now for 15 years or so, I think. And I have, like, I'm not exactly sure, I think 2 months notice, basically. I mean, it works both ways. I can't just let everything drop and just fuck off. But I can't just get fired, so I have at least a month. And that's not just because I have a good contract, but that's the law here in Germany. And yeah, and I agree. It's especially right now when there's actually large or a lot of change happening. Then it's especially satisfying. When you go over the field with a roller after you have seeded, it's still good. Because I know that something is happening, but the texture change is very hard to notice. But in this case, it's amazing. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how it actually works in Germany. I was in a lucky position not having to look into what the law currently says. But I'm almost 100% certain that it's at least a month both ways. So the employer has a chance to at least get job ads out, and reschedule the shifts if needed. But you can't let go just like that. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure there's some more leeway in certain cases. And I guess depending on what kind of job it is, sometimes the person leaving can start working in the person that's coming new. Goddamn unions, they ruin everything. Fucking communists. That's a face I haven't seen. What do they do? Yeah, but in Germany we have some other odd laws. For example, the letter of recommendation. Your former employer is bound by law to write a good letter of recommendation, which in turn has led to certain ways of saying things. A good one, and you can actually, it has to look good. If you think that something is looking not positive, you can actually go to court for it. Yeah, but there's wordings now. Everybody knows them. That sound good, but mean something bad. So it turned into something completely ridiculous now. Something like always did his job to the point. Basically means is a lazy cunt. I don't know, it's an ancient law too. Yeah. But there are some things that will just never change, and that's yeah, but we in Germany we still pay for the Kaiserliche Marine, so I think Wilhelm II, was it? Introduced a tax on sparkly wine to finance his dreams of a navy that could best the British Navy. And it's actually a smart move, because it's basically was a tax only for the rich people, because the poor people and the working class, they couldn't afford sparkly wine. Things have changed a little bit in the last 200 years, but yeah, but he wanted a shiny large grey floaty things of his own. And yeah, but that tax is still in place nowadays. Those ships are long gone. I mean, some of them lay on the bottom of Scapa Flow. Funny enough, the steel that was used to make those things is now highly valuable. Highly sought after. Because it is radiation free. Or, well, obviously not completely radiation free, but has way less radiation. Yeah, no, not only that, but that steel was made long before any nuclear bomb was tested. Everything after the first nuclear bomb, every bit of steel after the first nuclear bomb has a higher radiation base level, so to say. And the steel that is... I mean, the warships from First World War have a lot of steel, so they are a nice target for that kind of deal. So it's not necessarily the military grade, but it's only... most of it is long gone. But there's in Scapa Flow still a good chunk of it left. It's slowly rusting away, but just slowly, really. Yeah, but it's very good for medical equipment, steel for medical equipment, and for, well, radiation detection, because the steel itself doesn't... is actually a shielding and doesn't radiate itself. I mean, it's obviously super low radiation, but that's coming off the steel. But I mean, it's very well possible, yeah. I mean, vending machines is an odd place to find this highly valuable steel, but I guess it's a very fancy vending machine now. Ah, okay. Yeah, but like I said, we still have... I mean, that was 1880, I want to say, somewhere around then. And we still pay that tax. Now it's actually attacks on poor people again. Because they are the ones that drink the sparkly wine now. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be great fun when that stuff comes back into circulation. Quickly fixing the headland here. There you go. Oops. That's actually, what, 4 million only? That's not that much. I basically started this map out on 3.5. I mean, granted, I have quite a good chunk of land for the first season, basically. I mean, this is the first season I have actually planted myself. So yeah, I mean, there's some decent equipment to be had then. And since you now know what equipment you need and don't have to guess, basically. For example, I wouldn't buy the large stone picker anymore. Sure, the small ones are the pain in the ass, but you usually only have to go over the field once. And then it's done. That saves you like, what, 15k? Just that. And that might actually be the difference between getting a large medium tractor or a small large tractor. If you look here, stone pickers. Yeah, 11k. You could probably even go with a small one. You could even save more. Then we have also figured out that the second largest mulcher is the better one. At least I like it more. Because it's mounted on the 3-point and not on the... Not as a trailer, basically. And has way better handling. And doesn't have the weird steps in it. Plus the amount of size you get more, that's like 0.8, is really not... The TJP 610. Oh, that one. The weird pushed one. Yeah, that might work too. Although so far I really like the red one. On this I have the MaxiCut 600, and that's not good. And I do believe you have to be careful with that one, because I think this one can be used to knock down trees too. So there might be sudden surprises. Yeah, I'm not sure if that is the one, but there is mulchers that allow you to cut down trees. Or is that in telehandler? No. Is it in forestry? Ah, okay, yeah, these ones here. Okay, so they are well hidden. Yeah, but these work like normal mulches. You can mulch the field with it, but you can cut down trees with them too. And the trees completely disappear. Although I think the really interesting part of it is you can get rid of bushes too. I think the red one I just showed is, I believe, for the weird one. I think for this? I know, for this one. And the other one is for the skid steer. Pretty sure. And yeah, but you can you turn basically forest into field. Wait, why did I... I'm still not done. There's still mulching to be done. Oh well. At least the McCormick can do something then. But that first gets its proper tires back. Right, and we will wait. It's so funny that these tires are now so perfectly clean and the tractor is so perfectly dirty. No, wait, I'm done mulching. I was disking. Yeah, plenty enough power. I think that this disc harrow only needs 130 horse, and this has 280 or something. I actually don't know how much horsepower this tractor has. 240. And the disc needs 180. Did I? No, I didn't. And yeah, the forestry mulchers, they can be a little bit glitchy, from what I have seen, but they actually work quite nice. You have to repaint the terrain afterwards, if you made some bushes go away, because it will turn into a field. But from what I know, that is actually currently the only way to get rid of bushes. Or is the mod that allows for mowers to cut down bushes too, is that back already? I don't think so. Yeah, but the the powered mulcher might actually be able to cut down bushes. I mean, it's a good choice. Elm Creek is a nice map. Although I personally have massive performance problems when I go near the forested areas. But, I mean, I say massive performance issues, but I drop from 60 to 45 FPS. Oh yeah, there's still one entire view to harvest. Yep. Pressing buttons! Mostly the wrong ones. That was Alt Tab, not Alt A. To make a left turn. Yeah, it's the bane of my existence. Yeah. Especially if you go well across the ditch. There's a couple of nice biggish fields. The 40s. They are already decent size, and they are quite easy to combine together because they just have a little dirt road between them. You can make one really nice large field out of that. And if you get the field that is right next to the main road, you get a good chunk of relatively flat grassland too. Where you can put sheds or we put a couple of greenhouses there. Although we should have looked closer at how the greenhouses were placed, because there's a... It's not perfectly flat. So there's quite a bump there now, but... Yeah, to be honest, I haven't looked much into the map away from the spawn point. There's a couple of really big fields. Like, I guess about these sizes here. So if you're fine having just one crop type, or maybe two, then that might actually be a good spot to start too. And there's a mod that, in theory, saves the player position. Not sure if that actually works. I have only seen it in the mod hub. But that would mean that you don't have to... I mean, you can just hit tab once and sitting in the next... in any tractor, but... Yeah, and I guess that's pretty nice for such a large map. Although I think the maps are more or less all the same size, but... I think Elm Creek just feels larger because there's more usable area, if you will. Because here, this entire region here is completely unusable. Oh, that's actually quite nice. Although, I mean, I just hit tab when I load into the game and sit in the next best track. But yeah. That'd be interesting if you are going for a more realistic approach with no teleporting to tractors and whatnot. And I think with how the workers now work, the full realistic approach might actually be more viable now. Because you can just tell a worker to drive somewhere. Because that's still something I miss in the vanilla workers. To be able to tell them, I mean there's a mod now for that, but to be able to tell them, okay, please follow me and unload me. Now that the autoplay mod is out, that actually works. So you can have the worker sitting on the edge of the field and waiting, and once you hit, say 80%, it will start following you, get itself under the unload pipe of the combine, and then return to the edge of the field, and if it's full it will just fuck off and unload in your silo or whatever you wanted to do, return to the field and wait for you again. And I mean, obviously the game is capable of doing such things. I'm not exactly sure how well it works in multiplayer, A, and B, what the performance is. Especially if you have a worker effectively following you to unload. That I don't know. That I don't know. But it would be good. I would enjoy that, actually being the one driving the bloody harvester and not only being the carter. I mean, karting is fun and all, but driving the forest harvester, forage harvester, would actually be somewhat fun. And I mean, I know some of them actually have a trailer hitch, so you can hook a trailer to the back and just blast into that. At least in 17 that was the case. Always felt weird because the trailers were not designed to, or the trailer hitch was in a weird position, so that the trailers always were in a weird angle. So not sure if the in 22 the harvesters have a trailer hitch that works for that. Okay, quickly fixing the headland. Okay, over here it's clean. Ah, come on! Meh. Nope. Implement down, please. Yeah, there's a couple of stones on this field, apparently. And I do believe I know where they spawned. In the area where there was no crop. Because the worker lowered the plow too early. And the last blade kept nicking into the already planted area. I forgot to fix this headland. I want to be thorough, right? Quick check on this headland. Oh, that looks good. Fold her up. What? What? Okay, let's try this again. Right, lights. Let's try this again with the thing enabled, yeah? Right, planting the first grass for the cow fields. No, not the cow fields, cow feed. Nom nom for the cows. Southeast corner. I think I've been there like once or twice. There's the lime fill spot is somewhere around there, right? Yeah, lazy git. You even have have the option for workers to shuttle shit for you. Ah, okay, yeah, then, okay, then that's better. And it's even more expensive than using a worker. I mean, depending on whatever you buy. And is it automatic, or can you say you want it delivered? Because I could would think having stuff like, I don't know, fertilizer and that shit getting delivered, I wouldn't mind that. But for machinery, I think for machinery I would still prefer doing it myself. Oh, okay. In that case... Because I don't mind having a... driving over to the dealers and picking up a trailer or what. Or driving back a combine. Don't know. But stuff like seeds and fertilizer actually makes sense having it delivered, because, I mean, that's how it works in real life. Usually farmers don't drive through the... drive around and pick up that shit themselves. Maybe if there's basically an emergency and they need one more bag of seeds or something, they might go and pick it up. From what I understand. But fertilizer and chemicals? On the other hand, usually I don't think people buy much fertilizer in these small amounts. That's where the that placeable silo comes in play. The white one, I think Meridian. The one for well, for fertilizer. I guess really you would get buy that shit in bulk, like a full semi-full, and not just a small bag. And then put it in a silo and have it in a silo sitting, and then put it into whatever you need it in with a... I don't know, it's no longer like it's in the modded version in 19. You actually have to pay for it. I mean, you had to pay it in 19 too. No, but you have to... You can technically run out. That's what I meant to say. You have to refill the silo yourself. You can either do it with big bags, that works. Although it's quite tedious. Or you can go ahead and just basically order a truck and let it get filled that way. So you pay the same as if you had bought a bunch of big bags. So I think it's not that cheaty. I think it's okay. Apparently they're down there somewhere. Nope. Nope, I think I see it. Yep. But especially for a grass field, I definitely want it to be without holes in it. Because it looks super weird when there's holes in the grass field. Ah shit, I think I was supposed to sell something in August. Ah. Soybeans in June. Fuck. Oh well. I should maybe get a power washer. Because boy, is she getting dirty. Right. Just past 10. Let's see where we can go. I wonder how long Trigo is gonna be live still. Oh, it's just about 2. Yeah, indeed. And that one. Right, so yeah, I kind of forgot to check what Saturday is gonna happen, so do follow me on Twitter. Or join the Discord. I will let you know there, well, on both, what's gonna happen on Saturday. And just do follow me in general for notifications, and every now and then some random retweeted animal pictures. So, right, so yeah, but thank you all for joining me. Oh, I hope you had a great evening. And yeah. And I wish all of you a Merry Christmas, and should we not see each other, a good and Happy New Year too. So, yeah. Enjoy the Christmas time, if you celebrate or no. And yeah, don't let Santa catch you. Alright, time is about to